The first thing I remember is at 1103 West Norwegian Street in Pottsville, Pennsylvania. I think I was about two and a half. I can remember somebody screaming up the stairs at my third floor, "Oh!" And I'm the neighbor. And that was meant to calm me down so I would go to sleep. I remember the day the war started. My Uncle Ray came through the door waving a newspaper. He was about 17, 18 years old, I guess. And he said, "Get your Tommy gun out, we're gonna fight the Japs." And I went to Northeast Catholic High School in Philadelphia and graduated from there in 1953. Joined the Marine Corps immediately after, and we went down as the Independence Platoon from Philadelphia. I think they just emptied the jails and added me. After 5 days of shock and fear and awe, all of a sudden I realized we weren't going to get out of there. I met Kay. She was a year ahead of me. She was the May Queen. I met her in the springtime. I met her on a Wednesday, took her to a movie called The Alamo. We held hands, walked her home. Friday night, I asked her to marry me. I practiced with the wrestling team every day, but in my judo gi. And I was teaching them all my moves, and I became the captain of this brand new swimming team and the coach. They didn't have a coach. I was just 29 years old, got elected to the legislature. When I went down there and got sworn in, I looked around and there was like, you know, what am I doing here? He called me up one day and said, "Tommy, I want to start a law school. You want to go to law school?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "You're the first student. Now find me 10 more like you." So they flew me out to an old cornfield with 3 German scientists. It landed on a bumpy thing. When the motor stopped, they opened the door and I got out and they threw my bag out. And I said, "What now?" They said, "You go that way. We're going that way. We'll be back in a year. If you're still alive, we'll know you made it." I got cerebral malaria and I didn't know I had it. I thought I had the flu. Then I was in denial about malaria. Everybody was scared to death of cerebral malaria. It kills everybody. Nobody's ever awakened. I sat up. The candles were burning. The priest was giving me the last rites. Sat up and grabbed his skirt and started crying. Scared the hell out of him. He blew the candles out, grabbed his stuff and ran out of the room. The doctor ran out of the room. The nurses ran out of the room. So I pulled all the tubes out and walked home. Well, I've always told them that I loved them, but I never let them know how I really feel. I absolutely adore them. I always have, but I would never show that side of me because I knew it would hurt them.